Well, we've got about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So we're back in the we're back in the gym again, putting in that work. The usual routine. There's nothing new except for this new merchandise. You know, feel good, feel relaxed. I chose some more khaki green today because back in training in Valencia with the team that train Lomachenko and train Usyk. Listen, if you want to win, surround yourself with winners, and they're winners. I'm on the outside and I'm looking, I'm visioning Joshua in the ring, and I'm like, what would I want to see Andy Joshua doing today in the ring? Cool, is he flowing? Pow, 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 pow. Like, how's he looking? And I say, that's what I want to see today. Now go in there and achieve your greatness.
That's sharp.
Huh?
That's sharp.
Yeah?
That's good. That's sharp.
Boom, 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 boom.
Because you're even using the momentum.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? You're using your feet and your hands. Get some mad. That's better. Good balance. Yes.
So, the right hands there.
The right hands, bro. Like, they're like rockets. Like shooting your hand off. Yeah. That one there. It's fast as well.
Tyson Fury's training camp has always been about preparing his body to do what makes him so difficult to beat. For a potential Anthony Joshua fight, the focus would be on keeping his movement sharp while making sure his conditioning can carry him through 12 demanding rounds. Fury's size gives him an obvious physical advantage, but his ability to move, change distance, and stay active is what makes that size even more difficult to deal with. His sessions have been designed around endurance, footwork, sparring, and staying comfortable under pressure. That preparation becomes even more important against Joshua because one mistake could change the entire fight. Fury would need to be ready for Joshua's explosive combinations and his ability to generate serious power at close and mid-range. This is why the conditioning and sparring work matter so much. Fury needs to be able to move without becoming tired, defend without losing his position, and still have enough energy to attack when opportunities appear. The idea is simple. If Joshua cannot catch Fury cleanly, his power becomes much harder to use. Fury's training is therefore built around making his awkward movement, endurance, and ring control work together when the pressure is at its highest. Anthony Joshua's preparation has a different purpose. His training is focused on creating the kind of physical and technical sharpness needed to deal with Fury's unusual style. Joshua cannot simply walk forward and rely on his power because Fury's height, reach, movement, and ability to fight from different ranges can make that approach dangerous. His camp has to prepare him to close distance intelligently, cut off the ring, and create openings for his combinations.
Yeah? Yeah. Not. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. So.
The conditioning side of Joshua's camp is just as important because Fury is capable of making a heavyweight work for every second of a fight. Joshua needs the stamina to remain dangerous late, even if the early rounds do not go exactly as planned. His sparring has to replicate Fury's size, movement, awkward angles, and constant changes in distance so that nothing feels unfamiliar when the bell rings. At the same time, Joshua has to remain composed enough not to chase Fury and leave himself open. This preparation is about more than getting stronger. It is about making Joshua more controlled, more efficient, and ready to take advantage of the moment when Fury finally gives him an opening. Tyson Fury explained in an interview that he believed that the key problem with Anthony Joshua had nothing to do with his physique, but rather with the changes which have taken place on a mental level. According to Tyson, Anthony became less confident and stated that the losses and knockdowns he experienced have influenced his approach to boxing matches. He referred to Joshua as a gun-shy boxer who lost confidence and who is now no longer capable of fighting with the same level of self-confidence as before. The losses of Joshua serve as evidence for the mental breakdown, and Joshua is no longer mentally tough, whereas Fury considers himself the toughest heavyweight fighter.
To fight Tyson Fury, ever, you little coward. AJ is a pussy! AJ's a little unsure of himself, always has been. Gun shy, they say. Chin gone, legs gone. It is what it is, heavyweight boxing. You can get hit, get knocked down, it is what it is. But you can't change what's in here. Mentally, like soup. Mentally, like concrete. That's the difference in me and you, businessman. Such a big time businessman. Sausage. Mentally weak. Mentally fragile. It's alright. It is what it is. I've always knew you'd never stand in front of me. Ever. You 50-pence drug dealing fucking idiot. Never. Zero bottle, zero guts. Boom! KO.
Fury then took his criticism even further, claiming that Joshua had never truly been willing to stand in front of him and fight. He brought up Joshua's losses to Andy Ruiz and suggested that the first defeat had changed him permanently. According to Fury's argument, once Joshua was badly hurt and stopped by Ruiz, he became much more cautious in the ring. Fury portrayed this as the reason Joshua had supposedly become hesitant against dangerous opponents. He insisted that Joshua had never recovered mentally from that setback, and claimed that deep down, Joshua lacked the courage needed to compete with him. It was less about Joshua's boxing skills and more about Fury questioning whether he could handle the pressure.
AJ, proper little dosser. No one changed who they really are. And deep down you're nothing more than a little bully. A thug bully. That's all you are. With no guts. And bullies don't have guts. And Andy Ruiz put the finish on you years ago. And you've never recovered. Because when a bully gets tanked properly, they never return. And you got tanked proper, and look at the state of you. You've been gun shy ever since and the world's known it. You're man enough to stand in my world. You never was. In any time of your career, you've never been man enough to stand in my world. Because deep down you've always been a little shithouse. And the world knows it. You little bully. I'm going to end with this one. A few muscles don't scare me. Lifting a few weights and doing a couple of CrossFit sessions.
When Anthony Joshua was asked about Tyson Fury after watching him in action, his response was unexpectedly calm. Instead of brushing aside the performance of Fury, Joshua recognized that Fury seemed to be in good form and had sufficient energy through the entire fight. Joshua even noted that Fury could last the distance without any problems, meaning that the former champion had the fitness level to compete in a significant heavyweight battle. It would appear that Joshua was not that impressed by Fury or intimidated by what he saw, but the fact is clear that Joshua recognized the condition Fury was in. When Joshua was then asked whether he preferred a fight with Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury next, he did not give a clear answer. His reaction came with laughter, leaving the question hanging rather than committing himself to either matchup. That brief response was interesting because both fights have been discussed as major options for Joshua, but Fury in particular has been one of the biggest names linked to him throughout his career. Even without directly choosing Fury, Joshua's reaction showed that the possibility of facing him remains part of the conversation, especially with fans continuing to push for the long-awaited heavyweight showdown.
What do you make of Fury's energy after the fight? Pulling you out?
He looked good, he had a lot of energy. Easy 12 rounds. 10?
Talk to us about the message you sent him, you're the landlord.
Yeah, I need rent.
Sorry.
You're going to lift downstairs. Where are we? Upstairs or downstairs? You're in. Hot damn. She's looking for you, bro.
That's sweet, that'll be sweet.
Oh, that was Soapy. Is it?
AJ, do you like the Wilder fight? Do you like the Wilder fight or the Fury fight next?
Liam Goff was far from convinced that the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight was heading in the right direction. He acknowledged that negotiations appeared to be happening behind the scenes, but he questioned Fury's public attitude toward the situation. Goff felt Fury was trying to make Joshua and Eddie Hearn look greedy, despite Joshua having wanted the fight for years. He also pointed back to Fury's history of announcing that fights were done before problems eventually appeared, especially the Deontay Wilder situation. Because of that history, Goff wondered whether Fury knew there were still issues surrounding the agreement and was getting ahead of the situation so he could later put the blame on Joshua if the fight collapsed.
They want this fight in the UK. Apparently they signed for this fight to be in the UK, and now there's a problem. And now Tyson Fury, ever the opportunist, and I have seen a lot of people online are actually, not really backing Tyson Fury on this one, because Tyson Fury is coming out and he's trying to play holier than thou. He's trying to act like, oh yeah, you see, AJ and Eddie, they're just so greedy, they don't want to fight me. Now hang on a minute, right? AJ has wanted to fight you since day dot. He has literally wanted to fight you since day dot. He literally signed to fight you, and you, Tyson Fury, went on camera, and in fact it's very reminiscent to 2021, isn't it? He went on a couple of days ago to say that this fight was done on his treadmill or whatever it was, or whatever he was training on, and saying this fight is done, right? He made a video August 2021, 5 years ago, saying Prince Khalid has okayed this fight, or maybe it wasn't August, it was thereabouts, it was summer 2021, saying this fight was agreed, this fight was announced, all this jazz, and then literally the next flipping day, arbitration ruled in Deontay Wilder's favour. He knew damn well that was going to happen. And I do wonder, is he doing the same here again with this? Does he know damn well that does he know damn well that there's issues going on with this contract? And it's a real dangle this carrot, throw it away, and now I can just throw the book at AJ and say, oh, it's all his fault, he's greedy, he's this, that, and the other, he's greedy.
Goff then highlighted what he saw as a major contradiction in Fury's position. He pointed out that Fury had previously demanded very specific conditions for a potential Joshua fight, including having it at Wembley, making tickets free, and putting the event on terrestrial television. Yet now, according to Goff, Fury was not pushing those same conditions and was instead criticizing Joshua over money and the location of the fight. Goff also reminded viewers that Fury himself had previously moved the goalposts during negotiations for the Usyk fight, which made him question Fury's current complaints about greed. For Goff, the situation showed that both sides had their own financial interests, making Fury's attempt to portray Joshua as the only obstacle difficult to accept. Even after years of waiting, the fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury still looks like the fight which seems never to be completed. These two boxers have developed their careers, faced the best opponents of their generation, and experienced success and failures in order to make their fight more attractive for fans. According to Fury, he thinks that Joshua has already become insane, whereas Joshua was much more reserved talking about his opponent. The preparation, experience, and style of both boxers were sure to make an interesting and attractive match, but the problem has always been in getting both of the boxers to the ring. In case they are going to face each other, it is going to be much more than just another fight between famous people. This will be about pride, legacy, and showing that one is still able to dominate in the heavyweight division. So, what is your prediction? Who will win the fight, Fury or AJ?